Oh, New York style. Now it's 174. Okay? Too hot, right? Too hot for you? Get it. Oh, man, you all right. You are the best fetch guy. Yes, you are. Yeah. Ready? My man. Ready? Come on. Ready? Go get it, Bubba. You can go in there. You always do. Oh, man. No. Here, come on. You ready? All right. Now we can always bring it back. Come on. Good boy. Come on, bring it back over here. Yeah. How was that? So you do well. Okay. So you want to play some more? I'm not going to do something you want to play. That's my papa. Yeah. All right. All right. Are you one? All right, I'll get it right now. God dang, boy. All right, I'll get you one. One. Uno más. Uno más. Uno más, eh? Uno más, uno más, uno más. Uno más, uno más. You ready? Are you like, yo, I know right where to go? You're like, yeah, man, we did, man. Bring it here, man. I got you. You're water the plant too, right? Come on. Let's go. Uno más. One. Yeah, man, I got you. Let me get it for you. Let me get some more. Hold on. I need this. Oh, yeah. It's like coconut water out of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico! What? Oh, you get excited? Man, we grabbing all the... Get your ass down for what? If you don't get down, hold on. I'm going to let you lick the thing. Like a kid with the cake spoon. Yeah, I remember them days. Look at you. Oh, you just, oh, that is like the bomb. You're like, oh, big bro. Oh, I know it's good. All right. I'm gonna dump that too. Get out yet? Just like fast. I was gonna give you one, but I'll give you two because I haven't given you. Okay? Yeah. You like the homemade stuff better, right? Well, we got like 4 or 5 boxes of this crap, so I'll mix it up. That's one way. Oh, he love that. He love these things. But he like the homemade stuff too, though. The slurries I make with tuna and mackerel and I got a little nose. Excuse me. That's the best pizza on the planet, y'all. Well, the way they make it for me, Brooklyn toast. Yeah, the best. I got one more slice and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm sitting relaxed. I'm gonna read. Okay. Ooh, child, let me burn a little. Let me get a little iridescence. Let me get a little something going here. I haven't really been smoking. I've been like just letting it burn. Get in contact. I'm not really big on smoking right now. Even though, you know, this smell, along with the sage burning. I love it. The Seven Sisters sage, it has pine, 3 different types of pine, sage, 2 kinds of sage, and 2 other things. I forget what it is. Eucalyptus, I think. Something like burns. Eucalyptus you don't really want to burn. But it's good. Let's give it a few more minutes. Let me shout everybody out. Herbo, ABJR, Trauma. Oh, what's going on, beloveds? Hey, buy your ammo. I'm telling you, buy your goddamn ammo. We got a box of 9mm for 1,000 rounds for $392. 1,000 rounds. It's pretty damn good ammo too. I was almost tempted to get 2,000 rounds. I've got so many. I've got different kinds of them. But for training and even defensive, Full Metal Jacket is decent. Unless you don't want it to go beyond, over penetrate, then get some hollows. And I wouldn't mess around with the Teflon too much, unless you really want to destroy something. Okay? But I want to read something here. We're going to give it another 5 minutes. I hope y'all don't mind. I mean, if you're busy or whatever, my apologies, but I got to do this. Coconut water from Puerto Rico. Yes. My people's brought it back. Greg, we got a couple of jugs for you. I was like, what you got? What you got? Are you kidding me? Yeah, man. Yeah, fair. I'm like, you got any more? Greedy as well. And it's like this, bro. I was like, no, man. Number love, man. It's a lot. Ones in them, I had to take the freezer and origami to fit everything so I could put this big jug of coconut water from Puerto Rico and then the one in the fridge and set it up where I can just. Oh, it's gonna last for a minute. And then I got the ones that I buy. You know what I mean? Like a case. So you're talking about being for fresh, and then later on, I'm gonna do I got 1 bag of ice. It's in a cooler, okay? And it's got two blue cell dry ice things, so the ice will stay hard as crap. So I'm gonna run cold water. I'm gonna put it's a cup of Mediterranean sea salt. Gotta be careful with this stuff because it's strong. In cold water, you gotta let it sit and stir it for a few minutes so the water gets it's cool, a little warm, and then you add the bag of ice and then you go right up in it, just in some shorts, swim trunk, and you soak it in that cold water with that Mediterranean. Your pores in your feet being the biggest, and you get a magnesium. Oh my goodness, y'all. Phenomenal. Outstanding. And then I got me some goodies here. Made by a good friend of mine over in Safeway. Red, we know that you don't like, there's all kind of chemicals. I was like, you're damn right. But I hooked it up because I don't eat that crap. And so I said, man, let me see. He was eating it. I was like, he's like, here you go. I was like, dude, he always hooks me up. Like, butter. But I said, don't worry about it. I'm just sharing that with you, that it's butter. Because I prefer to eat my own stuff. I've been telling people I'm not going out unless I know the individuals. Anybody else, I don't trust them. They might be squeak on the food or whatever. There's a lot of mental illness going on in the world right now. We're at like about 89%. I mean, look at New York. The New York I left and the New York today, holy shit. Anybody over there in New York, if you out there walking them streets, you better be taking notes and knowing what you're dealing with to get the hell up out of there. If you got some sanity. Man, I just had a friend of mine, I was sharing some videos and I was like, nigga, what is you doing? What? And you happy to be there? He's like, no, nigga, I'm making that dollar. Well, you better you got more than enough, man. Get up out of there. That place is nothing but for a place to blow up. They don't want nothing to do with them people in New York. That is a test bed, man. I'm telling an experiment gone way wrong. When we were warned and then we found a way out of war, that's when them goddamn Ashkenaz and them fake ass motherfuckers moved in. Because they said, oh, we can make billions and billions, if not zillions, off of this. And so the slow process of getting the perversions like Puffy and all them, DJ Khalid, DJ Academic, all these fruity motherfuckers. Trust me. Niggas who've been on Rikers and a few other places. Fruity suckers to manipulate the music and make young people believe they can sell their soul to what you can. You can make a barter with it, but you lose in the end. New York is done. DJ, what's his name? They just had a big 50 with Big Daddy Kid. I think he done sold out, whatever. And all of them, and I think even Rakim looked like he was like, nigga, I want to rap and leave. I'm telling you, man, New York is not what it was, or it's become too much of this and not enough real action. For anybody in New York, I hope you understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Snoop, what's up, beloved? Lamons, what's cracking, baby? What's going on, fam? But like I said, things ain't right, man. Hell, people know I like to go to Las Vegas, hit Planet 13, ride around by the strip, blah, blah, blah. I know some peoples that know some peoples. Go back up in the catacombs where you won't go, because I know some crap, I know some Perus and some Damus and blah, 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 blah. And it's changed, man. I don't know if the word liberal is a disease. I really do. I think even the term, just like conservative, is it hits people on blind sides with some kind of weirdness, man. I don't know what it is. Hey, look, man, if y'all know otherwise, tell me so. Tell me so, please. Boy, y'all need some of this here. Hold on, y'all. That's not. Let me hit my boy up. I'm charging this up because I was going to order a shooting timer, and they were trying to charge me $12 something for taxes, and I told them they could suck my ass. I literally called them and gave them a message. I told them, you can kiss my ass. And I said, I'm going to make sure that people know not to buy the motherfucker. Excuse my French. Oh. I know my boy, he's gonna check his thing. I don't know if anybody sent anything. I'm not gonna check until like the end of the month. If you send something for books, then because I'm waiting on a bunch of books still. Don't listen. I got notifications by the end of this week and next week, so I'm not gonna order no more books. So if you're gonna donate, and we'll get there, and I'll let you know what I'm gonna order and so forth. Okay. All right, that's my brother there. It's one of our brothers right there. Let me see if I can pull it up again because they actually wanted to tax me $12. The company. I says I'll just go ahead and get it on Witchamajiggy. I'm not gonna play that game. Oh, it's still yeah. And it's got me. Boom. I'm surprised it's doing this. It's pretty good. Watching that. It's signing me in slow because it's still loading. I'm leaving it there for a reason, for the noses. So don't try and think like you know what I'm doing. Do yourself a favor and don't stress your own medial brain. Okay, here we go. All right, this is going to be a good read. What I'm going to start off with is going to be out of Kimberly R. Norton's Black People or Indigenous to the Americas, research material for the inquisitive. Not the big. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, now the one that they're, I don't like that one, even though it's pretty cheap. Now the 129 is what I would go for, but the 124 is one that I remember training with. I don't want the one that does all, no, that 495 ain't happening. So let's see what they're running with as far as you can get 2, 3, and 4 year protection. So they are actually taxing us no matter where you purchase it at. $12.87%. So that means if you're paying $129 at 12, listen, at 12, that, you know what percent that is taxing on something such as, because of where it's coming from, the Plaque Club Tyrant. Now you can get the cheaper one, but I would advise you not to. No, I'm not saying that's a light. That's not a lot for me. I'm just saying that the tax, this is what they do. They incorporate taxes on certain things. I don't pay no damn taxes. And I'm not gonna sit there deliberating with some Cabbage Patch damn children who don't know no better, who are built up on liberal and conservative, you know, or you get where I'm coming from. So let's go ahead and get this reading. It's not gonna happen. I'll just drive the Flagstaff, spend a little $40-something for gas, and pick one up over there. Now, if they tax me inside that store, you know what? I'll call over there tomorrow. I'll be like, they already know about this tax stuff. I don't pay it over here. Hell, I get 10% off everything I buy over here. But seriously, I do. Okay, that's an eyelash. So I want to read this one part of it out of this book. Okay, and George Weymouth, if you know who I'm talking about, on the coast of Maine at St. George River, Captain George Weymouth describes the inhabitants to be colored black. Now we know that black and colored does not allude to us, because if you know about the true Celtic people, the true Normandy people, and the true Irish and Scottish people were melanated, very dark, not unlike latter on Plains Indian, like with the thick, long, straight hair. Whether of the black or Mongol narrative based upon the 1800s. Okay? Anyway, pages 101. 101. A true relation of Captain George Weymouth. Listen, a true relation of Captain George Weymouth, his voyage, made this present year, March 1605, in the discovery of the north part of Virginia. Upon Tuesday, the 5th day of March, about 10 o'clock of forenoon. You know what a 4 means, right? Okay. We set sail from Radcliffe. I've been there. Awesome freaking crabs that's back in the day. And came to the anchor that tied about 2 o'clock before Bruce. What are you doing? He's playing with the ball. Before Grossen. From thence, the 10th of March, being Sunday at night, we anchored in the dawns, it would be dawnies, and there rode to the next day about 3 o'clock afternoon, when with a scent wind we set sail, and by reason the wind continued southwardly, and about 4 o'clock afternoon we put into Dartmouth haven, with a continuance of the wind at south and southwest, constrained us to ride to the last of this month. And there we shipped some of our men and supplied necessaries for our ship and voyage. Now on pages 120 to 121, we henceforth go into, here we saw 4 of their women who stood behind them as desirous to see us, but not willing to be seen. For before, when we came on shore, they retired into the woods, whether it were in regard of their own natural modesty, being covered only as the men with the foresaid bare skins, or by the commanding jealousy of their husbands. Ceremonial times. Be mindful of the date to which I allude, which we rather suspected because it is an inclination much noted to be in savages. Wherefore, savages. Wherefore, we would no means seem to take any special notice of them. You got to remember wars being made at that time, and the cities to be hidden. They were very well favored in proportion of continence. See, Mongols, you big, broad-shouldered bitches after you have a baby, y'all they're nothing like this. Though colored black, low of stature, and fat, meaning thick, bareheaded as the men. I told you, during time of war, different things happen. Wearing their hair long, they had 2 little male children of 1.5 years old, as we judged. Very fat and of good countenances. Do you know what good countenance means? Ass, breasts, and all that other stuff. Thick people, which they loved tenderly, all naked, except their legs, which were covered with thin leather buskins, tewed, fastened with stroops of a girdle unto a girdle about their waist, which they girded very straight, and is decked around and round about with little round pieces of red copper. Copper, people, red copper. That Georgian, like North Carolinian copper. To these I gave chains and bracelets and glasses and other trifles, which the savages seemed to accept in great kindness. At our coming away, we would have had those 2 that supposed are suit with us to go aboard and sleep, as they had promised. But it appeared their company would not suffer them, because they wanted to lay and sleep with them, ravish, probably murder them, treat them as whores, which was uncommon of our ways. This citation, people, in case you want to know. Sellers' narratives of voyages along the New England coast, 1524 to 1624. Boston, Houghton, Mifflin, 1905. Sellers' narratives of voyages along the way. The PDF. I just thought I'd read that for you. I was talking to some goofy pale skin out of Boston. Well, you long ass, and a dumb nigga right beside him. And I says, bro, you don't even know you might be orthodox up there. What do you mean? What's that? We're African Americans. I be African, whatever, you dim-witted idiot. And the pale skin, I told him, you shut up. Look, you ain't around you. I'll bust your ass. All that Boston fake ass tough guy stuff. I can't stand it. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit a little bit of George Jones and original history of. I don't advocate violence. Y'all know this. But sometimes you have to be direct and say what needs to be said. George Jones, An Original History of Ancient America. Oh man, I'm gonna eat that pizza right now. That damn thing's good. No, it's not the one that made me sick, so shut up. So, we're in section 3, artificial analogies. Excuse me. That was a wonderful read when I finished off before we got here. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Section 3, artificial analogies. Architecture, sculpture, and paintings. The pyramids of Egypt and America, the ancient Tyrian, Dai, and the temples of Jerusalem and Palenque, and etc. There's two different sides of the words, the letters be what? Get my eyes to googly boos. The architecture and sculpture of the ruins, in order to support this epoch, must possess an undeniable existence and founded upon data and strong analogy of having a character traceable centuries before the Christian era. Four sciences are required to be possessed by the original nation. Visual as far as architecture, sculpture, painting, and navigation. It review for these purposes Hindustan, China, and Japan. Now they have writings attempting to allude to Hindustan always being India, to which it's another era. It's like calling this land America because America Vespucci, which has been debunked 1,000 times over. Here we go with the idiots. Which was debunked 1,000 times over. I say, here we go with the idiots. So no, it was Ethiopia. As written in the same contextual literary, to which I read literally when they said Ethiopia, upper and lower, and then all of a sudden Hindustan, and now we have these Hellskins who want to keep people running around in circles, and the people over there believing it was India because of the Dutch Indies West trading that had nothing to do with that land but everything to do with here. You can't make this up. Anywho, let's go ahead. Hindustan, China, and Japan. Now, the characteristics of the first named sciences are totally different, while the latter is wanting in the extent necessary. Rome and Greece would present the marine power, but the architecture of those countries would claim no affinity with that in America, to which we know is a lie, a broad one. But it's the confusion that you must always pay attention to what you read and what you have studied, and especially if you have traveled, you will know different. For at Copan, Palenque, and Uxmal, and all the ruins, the arch and pediment are wanting. Egypt claims at once the general character of the architecture, but not sufficient to establish that it is strictly of a national order as practiced on the borders of the Nile. But enough is shown to prove. Now, that a people built those cities in America who had a knowledge of Egyptian architecture. If Egypt itself had sent the colony, and in parentheses it states space, but from the want of the means of navigation, it was impossible. And also a record would have been found in Herodotus or Diodorus, bastard, I hate when they do that, who wrote of that country about 484 and 44 BC. If it had taken place prior to those periods, the accuracy would have compelled them to notice it. And I don't know if in the writings here will allude to it, but the fact that the pyramids here are way older than those in Egypt, if by a century or so, or few. Now, if we say Egypt had sent a colony, the temples would have been built like her own in every particular Pranos, Sphinx, and other characteristics. But these do not appear of the slightest indication of them. And we know that the Sphinx is more or less between the Colorados and here. Facts, which the government couldn't wait to destroy half of. But it's still there, it can still be seen. Yet, with a pyramidal structure, an obelisk, square column sculptured, and circular columns are to be found, their Egypt may be traced as having given knowledge to the builders. The pyramid of Caius Sestris at Rome will illustrate this fact. Now, no one will say that pyramids in Roman architecture, yet no one will deny that the builder had a knowledge of Egypt and her works. And no historian would claim Rome to be Egypt because a pyramid was found there. You got to remember, Rome was a period long after Egypt, roughly part of Tartary. It's just that they have to paint their own narrative to something they really had not a goddamn thing to do with, other than being subjugated to learn amongst their rival. So in Mexican America, the ruins partake of the Egyptian character sufficiently to give the style of the architectural foundations to that of the Nile, Mississippi. Yet they must have been erected by another nation. Yet that nation must be proved to have a knowledge of and intercourse with Egypt. What nation of all the earth enjoyed this equal to the Tyrian? They were in weekly intercourse with each other and exchanging as men their sentiments and as merchants their merchandise, till one general conquest overwhelmed both countries. One general conquest, what would that be? Overwhelmed both countries. One nation remaining subdued and tributary, and the other dispersed and annihilated. Ain't that right, Papa? He's like, you goddamn right, Papito. He's looking at me with his head stuck up. Goddamn fake ass Ashkenazi with their hybrid half-breed fucking babies, from giving conquest to turn around and murder the people who gave them the women, and then to subjugate and take other women and to rape them to continue, and then lie about their history, perplex, and then fight their own brethren and kindred who they've created with their fake history and knowledge and fake religion and ideology. But it's all in reverse. I hope y'all been paying attention to that. Now they want to feed you synthetic chickens and shit. Synthetic beef out of San Francisco. Always out of a liberal state, right? North Carolina, synthetic chicken. San Francisco, synthetic beef. Look at the fake Chinese ice cream they try to bring over here for $9 swap that don't even melt. It's not even ice cream, it's chemicals. You're liberal, your government all the way around. You can't make this stuff up, people. They shouldn't have done what they did, because I'm going to tear their asses asunder. You think they can stop me? Yeah, whatever. Custodians of time. I told you I wanted to get back into this. Yes. Get right to the right page. Excuse me. But that's some good damn coconut water. I don't give a flying fuck. That coconut water good. All right, you ready? So here we go. The Custodians of Time, Robbie Cottrell. My apologies. Yeah, y'all already saw the book. I shared the fact that I got 3 of those, actually, George Jones, and all 3 of them have something different. That's why I read that one particular part. Oh, there we go. Good. And let me say this again. We kill it, we save it, we rob, and we are robbed of it. We lose it, and it is with us everywhere we go. But none of us has the power to stop it marching or stop it, period. Time. Retribution for a sin against the gods was always banishment. You would be exiled from your religious convictions, which included deportation from the community, which I elaborated upon, where the gods were worshipped. Now, the punishment depended upon which god had been sinned against, and in severe cases, the result would be expulsion from Egypt. Reiterating, Moses, having obtained his 10 commandments from God, was forced to wear a veil. You can call him Inky or whatever the fuck you want to call him, it doesn't matter. Due to the fact that his face shone so brightly after his eyes had seen the Almighty. Okay? We cleared that? Good. Okay, because I was going to read all that shit again. My country's name originates from the Greek. We already went through that, right? Okay, you feel good? And the secret method of using numbers was called gematria, right? You happy? All right. They've got to keep stuff going and running, even though there's another term for it, but we're going to stick with gematria because some of y'all may have purchased the book. You're running around with the Emerald Tablet book and this, that, and other, and you think you know everything. You don't know shit. The term is not gematria. I wish people would just take the time to know. Is it misinterpolation based on Nimrod and Megatron? You want to prove me wrong? Them big words and theses that you do in your cartwheeling fucking mind? Challenge me. At this point, John Smith asked for pen and paper to enable him to write out the following to assist the 7 individuals, always a 7, right? 369, the monkey drank wine, the goose. Okay, anyway. 7 individuals understanding. An excellent example of this use is the actual name of the Hebrew God. The patient carefully wrote the following. Remember, I'm not here to dismiss a God. I just infer and want to deter you from the term God. Fuck you think you can name something that's greater than you? You can't even explain your own fucking existence other than using your enemy's narrative of fictional fractured science, because all they know how to do when they came here was to cut you up, dissect you, and find out what makes you fucking work. You can check my calculations, or you can accept my words as being truthful. Never accept mine, so why would I accept that, motherfuckers? Anyway, remember I read this before. Y equals 10, H equals 5, with plus 10 equals 5, V equals 6, which plus 15 equals 21. H equals 5, which plus 21 equals 26. So 10 plus 15 plus 21 plus 26 equals 72. We already know the number game with 72, right? The significance of which is God to the Hebrews, so they say. Anyway, did you know that on average, because anybody could do that shit, I could do that with 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and fucking 6. Just letting you know. It's not to dispute. It's to throw a chink in their fictional ass armor. Anyway, did you know that on average, the human heart beats 72 times a minute? That's where the narrative come from. For the breath is God. You exist. All right, anyway, I was hoping that y'all already realized that. It is not unreasonable to suggest that a great power is constantly within our hearts. And Jacob's ladder, which I have already spoken of, has 72 angles, traveling up and down. Isn't that correct? How many vertebrae are there? To the chrism, fluid, the atlas that holds the universe. You mitigate dreams. Are you really dreaming? Are you walking? Depends on how you're nurtured and how to control, right? And not chemically lobotomize. Besides having 72 rungs, also 72 elders make up the Jewish Sanhedrin. But yet the Sanhedrin, isn't that a Hindustani or Ethiopian upper narrative? Now we go into the theosophical ideology of shit. I'm just saying, I asked y'all to study up on the theosophical side. It seemed like the only person who did was Curimio, and even he still needs to search more. I speak to you now of words, and the word Aten was not the sun, but the power behind the sun, or the life giver. The letter T is the equivalent to the Hebrew letter D. That's correct. And so the word becomes Adam, Aden. In addition, the vowel E can be interloped interpolated, with O, and the word thereby becomes Adon or Adon, which in Hebrew became Lord, as in Adonai. The word then becomes my Lord. Come by, yeah, my Lord, come by here, come by this way, come by hither, my Lord, kumbaya. Anyway, proving a close connection between Hebrew and Egyptian. These studies were established in ancient Egypt within the 18th dynasty of the pharaoh Akhenaten. And many academics refer to the early Hebrew nation as Israelites. This is wrong. Big fucking time. For they did not become Israelites until a short time after settling in Canaan, which was then named Yisrael. Where is Canaan truly? The name Yisrael is derived from a combination of 3 Egyptian syllables of words. Is is from Isis. And you see how they had to pervert that with the war. Ra, who I have previously told you that the sun god of Egypt, and El, which is the Egyptian word for Lord. The tribes who journeyed to Canaan became Israelites, who were, of course, Hebrew. This word originates from the word Hebrew, which in the common tongue meant wanderer, which that is actually correct. At this point, Appleyard noticed a prolonged humming sound coming from the medical equipment plugged about the patient's body. As the sound grew, it pulsated deep inside everyone's eardrums. Ambulance checked the ECG unit, thinking the equipment had faltered, for it showed John Smith had flatlined. Panic swiftly set in among the 7 onlookers, for it appeared that the patient had died. But then he spoke, much to everyone's relief. And we'll read that tomorrow, motherfuckers. This is back to the old me, right? Never left. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I'm not like everybody else. I'm not here to be politically correct and just read. No, I'm here to smack you upside your head, question some shit, see all you motherfuckers that like to run your mouths, and then dribble you down the lane and take you past the 3-shot and say, fuck it without looking. The navigator who crossed the ice walls, worlds beyond Antarctica, Manos Confundum. I know Claudio on the Sully, excuse me. There it is. Oh, I forgot I put a little, look like a turkey. Indian warhead. Chapter 21, The Last Great Plan. And then we get into the next book, which is one of my favorites. Whoa. I was sitting on the shores of the beautiful capital, our Lord, Orca. You know that the orca is one of the greatest killers of the ocean. Anyway, El Orca. Pensive, my body had begun to feel very strange a few weeks ago. The sea covered my feet, and my gaze was lost in the horizon. There where I found my lands of origin that I never forgot, and that will always be inside me. Together with my memory were the faces of my loved ones. Many had already disembodied a long time ago. Ascended, transition. I made sure they knew my true destiny and my gifts were delivered safely. Otherwise, they would have surely imagined that I had died overseas in my madness and obsession for a journey with an uncertain destination. My body in those lands would have easily passed the 100 years, and I was like a man in my 50s. However, something was not right. What would be my destiny now? Would I die in these beautiful lands of the Republic? The sun was falling, and with it another day without liberating that paradise turned into a prison called Earth. How many people had to die waiting? Without even knowing it, in their suffering, day by day, were disenchantment was as possible as perverse wars and false power. I sat on the cold sand, and my body felt as thousands of piercing needles went in and out of every pore of my skin. I was facing a pain so deep that my body gave way, lying now looking madly at the projection we called firmament. With the faithful companions of every navigator, the stars also observed my loneliness. Many members of the group had already left prematurely due to our damned contamination, and our sick bodies were regenerating very slowly in these lands. And we were only a few survivors of the new humanity crossing the ice walls. I felt privileged to spend my days here, but the pain was permanent. Something that did not let me enjoy knowing that many brothers were dying in there without being able to perceive the true love that we carried inside. Thousands of ancestors were still sacrificing themselves by entering between the walls to hell itself, knowing that the contaminated environment of the custodians themselves would kill them sooner or later. Everything was based on the liberation plan, which was success and failures, to which, and was carried out and was still being tried. We had won so many battles in there without any weapon, but thought, love, and the spreading of the idea of inner knowledge what every human carries inside. We had also made remarkable improvements in the air that was breathed, and on the basis of all the laboratory-created diseases. My old friend Butler came over and sat next to me, touching my shoulder, knowing I didn't have much time left. Understanding it, he commented, "William, hold on, mate. The time of freedom is approaching." They began to hurry in their desperation. A new pandemic will strike soon. We are entering every day more and more ancestors to the known lands. We will use their own means, and when they realize it, they will be bent. The new humanity will understand that they are under a dirty and perverse power, and we are close to reaching as many humans as we had planned by assuming our responsibility. Y'all can't even get up and fucking move. And a few of y'all have never even donated for a fucking book. Pathetic. No, I'll use anything to smudge in your fucking faces so you wake up and realize you have nothing to lose. The moment will come, and then we will make ourselves known. With the help of the Anakim, who monitor night and day around the walls, this time cannot fail, and if destiny demands it, then we will get as many as possible out of there. Resist to see the glory of freeing our brothers, so that the true path of spiritual knowledge begins. I smiled at such an assertion, and I gave him my many notes that I had been writing since I left the United States, America. I wanted everyone to know the odyssey of that group that went through the most incredible places and saw the most beautiful and hidden landscapes, and who knew happiness and true love. This story will be delivered to my brothers there inside the walls of ice, where and there were already so many truly interested in the Republic and in these glorious lands of infinite prosperity, and this knowledge that it would be the best way to communicate with them. My body trembled, and suddenly silence invaded. I could only see the firmament. The iron blues were crossing at full speed. Where were our ships headed? Would it be the time to wake up everyone? Were we really ready? These lands exist, I repeated over and over and over again inside me. We are guiding you. The battle is real and it is eternal. The spiritual growth will free us all and resist. Freedom is coming. Trust. We are waiting to free you all. It's pretty much the end of this book. And we will get into the next one tomorrow. And of course, I'm going to actually read the discovery a story of the second bird and Arctic expedition. Tomorrow. No introduction required. These actions established a buffer between the president and the information. It was intended that this buffer serve as a means for the president to deny knowledge if leaks divulge the true state of affairs. That means the motherfuckers anyway. This buffer was used in latter years for the purpose of effectively isolating succeeding presidents from any knowledge of the alien presence, other than what the secret government and the intelligence community wanted them to know. The secret government. Illegal on this soil. NSC/10/2 established a study panel that met secretly and was made up of the scientific minds of the day. Now, the study panel was not called Majestic 12, MJ12, another NSC memo. NSC/10/5, and further outlined the duties of the study panel. And these NSCs, memos, and secret executive orders set the stage for the creation of MJ12, Majestic 12. Only 4 years later, who remembers what Majestic was for, right? Direct line to who? Okay. Secretary of Defense James Forrestal objected to the secrecy. He was a very idealistic and religious man. He believed that the public should be told. And James Forrestal, see, that's where we go into the change of things, because the public is not what we want, the republic. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. James Forrestal was also one of the first known abductees. When he began to talk to leaders of the opposition party and leaders of the Congress about the alien problem, he was asked to resign by Truman. He expressed his fears to many people, and rightfully, he believed that he was being watched. This was interpreted by those who were ignorant of the facts as paranoia. Forrestal later was said to have suffered a mental breakdown, and he was ordered to the, didn't they make a great carrier because of that motherfucker? Anyway, to the mental ward of Bethesda Naval Hospital, in spite of the fact that the administration had no authority to have him committed. And the other was carried out. In fact, it was feared that Forrestal would begin to talk again. He had to be isolated and discredited. His family and friends were denied permission to visit, and finally on May 21st, 1949, Forrestal's brother made a fateful decision. He notified authorities that he intended to remove James from Bethesda on May 22nd, and sometime in the early morning of May 22nd, 1949, agents of the CIA tied a sheet around James Forrestal's neck, fastened the other end to a fixture in his room, then threw James Forrestal out the window, but they made a carrier for him. The sheet tore and he plummeted to his death. James Forrestal's secret diaries were confiscated by the CIA and were kept in the White House for many years. Due to public demand, the diaries were eventually rewritten and published in a sanitized version. The real diary information was later furnished by the CIA in book form to an agent who published the material as fiction. The name of the agent is Wesley Strieber, a fucking Ashkenaz. Stryber. And the book is Majestic. That's the name of the book, Majestic. James Forrestal became one of the first victims of the cover-up. That's all I wanted to read. I figured some of my Google team would have pulled up that information. Yes, James Forrestal. The carrier. Forrestal, the one that I took around the fucking horn and brought up to LA, right? Going around the big cape, going through the waves, the ice wall, and all that shit. In the fucking 80s. Oh, well, that was the 90s when we brought that around. Because I was training for the Special Forces and the good old boys didn't like that. We don't need this strong bastard motherfucker on the Special Force teams and blah, 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 blah. We gotta get him out of here. So I hope that was a good read for y'all. Don't worry, we'll get into the other books too. We're not done reading nothing. I'm fucking hungry. And I appreciate y'all taking the time. Oh, I got a lot of stuff. Like I need fucking TikTok and videos of these retarded motherfuckers feeling some kind of way. I wish they were allowed to tell me every time one of those motherfuckers disappeared. Not that they have to. Anyway, let me holler at everybody in here. Hold on, let me pull some muscle. I forgot. Okay. Should I? Let's do that. There we go. Cool. Okay. Let me see. Let me pull this up. Because you know he was a former United States Secretary of Defense, right? So you know he was suicided by the CIA, right? When he allegedly climbed out of a window to hang himself and fell to his death from the 16th floor of the Bethesda Naval Hospital. Oh, it's real shit. And the USS Forrestal, which was CVA 59, commissioned 1955, was what this is what they do. And this is the motherfucker that I took around the horn in 1990. 1990. It was after Desert Storm shit. It was roughly around 1992 or 3. I can't fucking remember. Let me see. Was it yeah. Forest fire, we called it. Man, you had to be careful. Some places you couldn't even walk. But that's the one we took around the horn to San Diego from Virginia for its decommissioning. I don't know if they recommissioned it, if they even used it. So yeah. So they build billion-dollar fucking carriers after they murder you because you want to tell the truth about something, and they call you crazy. Doesn't that sound like something lame? Weak? Anyway, that's the mental. Who else came up in here? If you don't mind. Hey, beloved, what's going on? Herbo, got you right. Malone's got you. Hey, Snoo, what's up, baby girls? I figured you done pulled up all the information. Appreciate you. T. Hines, what's going on, beloved? Yeah, I got your nice son. What's going on, beloved? Hey, what's up? Orthodox American Arms. Subscribe if you hasn't. If you don't subscribe, we're going to have a motherfucking proud. And share that shit. We're going to be doing a lot of shit. Salute. What's going on, Herbo? What's up, beloved? Yeah, for sure. Get over here. Yes. Appreciate you. Chat the high. What's going on, my driving beloved brother? What's happening, family? Ain't seen you in a minute. Good to hear. It's good to see you, beloved. Appreciate it, bro. Nothing but love. Black Wild Indian. What the fuck? What's cracking, beloved? All the kings and queens, the gods and goddesses, the true ones. I don't mind saying that shit. Lord, what's going on, brother? What's going on, beloved? Appreciate you, fam. Yeah, I'm pretty much done read over an hour. Fuck it. I might do a 2-hour fucking tomorrow. I might come on later and read one of these brand new motherfuckers that got me hyped like a... Anyway, no, you know what I got. But anyway, I'm about to eat this other slice of fucking pizza. Eat on this celery and these. Oh shit! I gotta clean some more celery and some carrots. God damn it, gut health. You know. I stood up, man, and went to the kitchen to clean. And you know, usually my cabinet's like a nigga. I felt like I was 6'1.5". Like I was like, what? When I'm usually cleaning with the lights at, I could see all across the street. Nigga, I'm looking. I had to do like this. I'm like, did I just fucking like what the fuck just happened? I ain't lying, y'all. I'm not lying. And then I came back, and then I felt normal. Like I was. And then when I went back in, I was like, oh shit, I can see the fuck. Literally, I was standing halfway up the fucking. Let me stop. Let me just let it be. I'm dead serious, y'all. Fucking there every day. I'm fucking in there every day. And I was like, do I say fucking? I'm gonna say it. When I look, the light, because I hit the switch, microwave, boom, water hot, let it sit for rest for a minute before I even make my tea. And I rinse, and I'm looking, make sure the kids are all right. Ain't no motherfucking pedophiles zooping around or whatever. Nobody's looking in through the back. Not that I give a fuck. I walked in that bitch, I turned around, I went to fucking turn the water on, and I was looking, when I opened I'm looking right at the fucking glass. I'm looking out of my legs like, did I just grow fucking 6 foot and a fucking half? Like, no, literally, y'all. Like, no, higher, taller than that. And I grabbed the fucking light like this, y'all. I reached over to the microwave where I got the pit drying. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Come the fuck about the kitchen. Walk the fuck back over there. hit the go on this bitch. Sit your ass down, play with the cat or something, and stay the fuck out the kitchen. It might be a different time period. I am dead serious, y'all. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go in that motherfucker right now and get some celery. Hold on, let me see something. That shit, I ain't lying, y'all. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but fuck it. The shit was funny too. All right, see now I can walk in. I can see the motherfucker. Look, I'm gonna show you right now. See now I can see. I walked in here before. My eye was at this fucking level. I ain't fuck it, man. Just fuck it. Just forget about it. Let me get this celery out. Let me get the fuck over here. I ain't lying, y'all. I walked in this bitch because I can always see because I look for the kids. And I walked in this motherfucker without even no lights on. Came over. I opened because I put my hand right in front of me to open the middle of up here, but I put my hand like that, grabbed up here, open, and I'm looking right at the handle upside down, and the Yeti's in my face. I backed the fuck up and said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I put my hand over with I got a piece of plastic up here with my water purifier, where this fucking thing is drying. One of my water cleansers for the fruits. And I'm like, charging. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I looked around, everything was the same, back the fuck out. I came over this motherfucker, hit start, and in my head I'm like, don't even go the fuck back in there. Anywho, I thought it was pretty fucking cool and a cool story to share with you. You motherfuckers have a great motherfucking evening. Nothing but mad love. Yeah, some weird shit. Oh, I love it all. Fuck yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna holler at you guys. You can donate. Like I always tell y'all, homeboy hit me off with it. Don't worry about it, because y'all ain't hit me. He hit me with it. I matched it. Got a great book coming. You can send a few dollars. You ain't got to send a whole lot of anything, and so we can keep the books going. But I'm probably gonna share it at the end of the month. Let it build to what I can actually add something to it instead of nickel and diming, fucking crackheads or something. All right. So let me get the celery out, and I appreciate you guys. Number man, love, and respect. My beloved sisters, yeah, my testosterone levels are still off the fucking train. Don't even fucking ask. Look, what am I doing? I'm eating different. Whatever my body went through, maybe it was, I'm not here to explain shit. Okay? I feel like a fucking gorilla. I'm serious as fucking all right? The rough ass hands I got, I'm serious. I'm grabbing shit. I popped the lid on something, the glass broke. That's a whole nother fucking topic. So, my beloved sisters, my brothers, 2 on the 1, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to share what the fuck ever. All right?